Welcome to the Empowerment Series video. Today, this Empowerment Series is going to be discussing obedience versus discipline and how you can avoid the negative impact of others' opinions, thoughts, and their behavioral patterns. I want to thank you for joining me today. Let's get started on going over the topics that I'm going to cover. The topics that I'm going to cover is the terms and definitions, why it all adds up, and do you know who you are? The terms and definitions of obedience and discipline both have noun and verb tenses. It all adds up. How does all of the empowerment that I've given you within the last week add up to where we are today? Do you know who you are? You have to know who you are in order to assess and evaluate your lifestyle changes, your daily habits, and the discipline that you need to meet the requirements of where you like to be in life. For instance, I want to be a doctor. I have to meet certain requirements to become a doctor. For instance, I want to be a homeowner by the time I'm 35 years old. I need to meet the requirements in order to become a homeowner. Another instance is I want to have those believe in me to invest in my business. I have to be a person that someone wants to align themselves and their goals with in order to invest in my business. Begin with knowing the difference in who you are and what alignments and purposes are going to be the fostering of your life. You're not a dog that requires obedience training and discipline for not being able to effectively communicate verbally with another human. Do you know the difference between being obedient and being disciplined? Being obedient means following a set of rules and standards. Being disciplined means having the ability to know that something needs to be done by the time it needs to be done and how you're going to do said task. Obedience. In the noun tense, obedience means compliance with an order, request, or submission to another's authority. Observance of a monastic rule. Conformity, compliance, duty, submission, respect, and discipline are terms and synonyms of obedience. Discipline. Well, we've all been disciplined before. In the noun tense, this means the practice of training people to obey rules or a code of behavior using punishment to correct obedience. Activity or experience that provides mental or physical training. A system of rules of conduct. A branch of knowledge, typically when studied in higher education. Control, regulation, direction, order, rule, authority, and strictness are some of the synonyms that are common when you're discussing discipline. Now, discipline in the verb tense. This means training someone or training in general. You're training so that rules may be obeyed or a code of behavior will be exemplified through all of the persons and peoples that are a part of your team or a part of your organization or that is a part of your class. Teachers would like to discipline their students so that they're having an orderly conduct and they're not loud in the hallways or they're not loud in the classrooms or during test taking times in a school system where students may be loud and another class is taking a test on an administered day. Using punishment to correct obedience. Punish or rebuke someone or something formally for an offense. Coach, drill, educate, penalize, punish, reprimand, rebuke, train, and teach are some of the synonyms of discipline, which is why I made the comment about being a teacher. Or, for instance, when we speak of obedience is something that you would like for an animal to obey. When you Google obedience or images of obedience on a stock image website, the first thing that's going to come up is a picture of an animal being trained, such as a horse or a dog or a lion or a tiger. We're not animals. So we are aware of what obedience means and how to be obedient. Then again, when you Google discipline has obedience in some of the synonyms for the term. We've discussed different empowerment series, and I have uploaded different empowerment series that all leads up to where we are today. And this is why it all adds up. You are in control of you. We all have the same 24 hours in a day. How you choose to burn your light bulb and source of energy is up to you. Are you using your powers and your energy for good things? Are you using the discipline and the obedience that you have within yourself to be disciplined enough to get up and get your exercise in, to be disciplined enough to obey an order or a rule that may come from the government authority? You cannot discipline anyone until you learn to discipline yourself. Start with yourself first. Are you taking care of you? How strong is your mindset? Did you make yourself a priority this morning? Did you wake up this morning and say, good morning, self? I love you. How are you today? Good morning, self. I love you. How are you today? I love you, self. You feel good? Are you good today? You feeling good today? Are you good? Once you discipline yourself, then you can practice obedience. What I mean by this is, do you respect yourself enough for others to give respect to you or to comply with an order that you've given? Are you capable of training your mind to withstand emotional stressors and understanding your own mental cognition and others' mental mindset? Knowing and understanding the mental mindset of yourself and your behaviors and the mindset of others is really important in preparing you to channel your inner spirit and to think positive, reinforcing thoughts. If there is someone that I work with who is always negative and says, I don't know why you're going to wipe that off, it's going to be dirty in 50 minutes, just leave it alone. Or if there's someone who I know is going to say, you always in the gym, you don't need to lose no more weight. I have to prepare my mind for their mental cognition because they're not mentally where I am in life. Cognition is everything. Being able to assess and understand why someone thinks the way they think and why they're doing the things they're doing and their behavior patterns is how you can avoid being in a negatively impacted place. Or you can train yourself to understand that I must be obedient to saying, no, this is not where I want to hang out. No, this is not what I want to do today because I'm going to start thinking negatively like you if I come around your energy. I'm going to think it's okay to do the things that you do because my cognition will be thrown off. Geniuses believe in their strong sense of ambition. We all get into some type of trouble or make errors and mistakes, which cause for reprimanding. Show me a perfect human and I'll shut up. I won't seek to empower those living in darkness or those who do not believe that success is just one milestone away. Geniuses believe in a strong sense of ambition. My first empowerment series was titled Move On Ambition. Are you able to move on and push past the hurt and pains and the things that people say about you to be ambitious enough to know that my success is just one milestone away? This is why having grit and determination is very important and being able to reset when something's not aligned or feeling good in your gut. This is why it's important to always be able to burn your own light bulb without being able to let your light flicker or go out and have someone else screw in their light bulb and give you their source of energy. Don't wallow over something that requires you to move on. Do you have the discipline to move on from yesterday's mess? This is an example of having a backbone, grit, and determination to know that something doesn't feel right in your gut. It's test taking time. Avoiding the negative impact of others' opinions, thoughts, and behavior patterns. Let's talk about this and how you can overcome or overlook or step over some of the shit that people put in your way or some of the opinions that people put on you. You lost too much weight. Dang, you ain't through losing weight yet? How little you trying to get? You know, you're drinking too much. If putting out music make you have to drink a fifth of liquor and you spending all your money every time you get paid, you're spending $50 on some liquor, then you don't need to put out no music. You can sing, but do you have to drink liquor to sing? You know, Doing all that to get ready and being all loud to prepare your voice to hit them vocals. If you gotta do all that, it's either in you or on you. Well, you can't be stuck wallowing in somebody else's opinions and their behaviors, or letting their cognition of where they are in life fuck with your mental. Others' opinions of you is not your business. What someone is thinking about your life choices is none of your business. It's an insecurity that someone has projected on you, because if you were losing weight by smoking weed, or if you was losing weight by drinking or sticking your finger down your throat because you're anorexic or bulimic, or doing drugs just in general, looking like what you do in your leisure time. For instance, growing up, I always felt like I needed to lose weight. I was too chunky. I felt like I didn't look like the other girls. So I used to eat and then I would force myself to throw up my food. This is a true story. I didn't look like what I did in my leisure time, but I got smaller. So then one summer I ate peanut butter jelly sandwiches all summer. I knew I had only 2 months to go back to school. 1 month before it was time for me to go back to school, I went outside and I ran laps around the apartment complex where I live to then lose the weight so that I would look like how I wanted to feel, because everybody's not used to seeing me look that big and they're going to be asking me what's going on. Some of the girls was asking me, are you on birth control? Why you blew up like that? How'd you blow up so fast? It made me feel bad. It made me insecure. It destroyed my self-confidence. So I had to assess myself and I had to say, would you rather be sticking your finger down your throat to look skinny, or do you want to exercise to look skinny? Because either way it go, nobody knew what I was doing. No one knew my story. No one knew my story. Nobody knew that I was bulimic and anorexic. Nobody knew that I ate a lot of peanut butter jelly sandwiches to feel good about myself, because I just didn't want to sit there and go out with the other girls because I felt like I didn't fit in. We all lack the obedience to submit to another's request or respect their authority. Have you ever been asked to do something and you stood up for yourself and said, no, I'm not doing that? Once I was working a job and somebody asked me, would you take out the trash for me, please? Once I was working somewhere and somebody asked me to do something and I told them, mm-mm. Well, go and do this so this will happen, so this person get in trouble. Are you able to say, no, I'm not doing that? Go over there and wipe up that table. I'm not doing it because that's such and such job. I'm not getting paid to do such and such job. Clean that up. That ain't what you got me here for. That ain't what I applied to do. I was working a job. I had someone else tell me, I'm gonna go work over here. You come work over here. I quit that job because that's not what I applied to do. I applied to be a server, not a cook. So I quit. I just stopped showing up because my energy didn't belong in that place of employment. That's not what I wanted to do. No, I don't want to be a cook. I wanted to be a server. So I quit because it wasn't aligned with my purposes. And if I have to get up and show up for something that I don't want to do every day, it's going to reflect in my attitude and behavior patterns towards others, and I'll be ugly and nasty towards others just because I'm not happy within. Do you have a backbone to say, no, that's not what I want to do? That's not right. I don't think you should do that. How you treat somebody, I don't have to treat them that way. What or who has a hold over your life? Who controls your destiny and the thoughts in your mind? Are you able to tell yourself, just because my dad went to school doesn't mean I have to go to school? Just because you get up at 6 o'clock in the morning and you get your exercise in and you got the rest of the day to yourself, that's what you want to do for you. I like getting up in the heat of the day at 12 and exercising because that's what works for me. The thing about controlling your destiny and the thoughts in your mind, I made a caption up on one of my pictures and I said something about cursing Or in some of my videos, I talk about cursing and not cursing in my videos when I'm empowering others. I'm a work in progress. The thoughts in my mind, when it comes out, it just comes out, because I could sit here and look at this paper and read off the paper. And I'm reading off of a PowerPoint, but also I appeal to an audience of adults who are also a work in progress and relatable to me. So therefore, I have to get comfortable sometimes with making mess ups and making mistakes to learn, because I'm gonna go back and watch this video of myself and I'm gonna say, oh, did you have to say shit? Did you have to say fuck? I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna assess what I can evaluate and work on within myself to stay focused on my purposes and my alignments to better myself, because it's gonna make me speak more to be where I want to be in life, or to become who I want to become in life, which I've shared that I want to be a homeowner by the time I'm 35. So what is controlling your mind, and who is controlling your destiny in life? What controls your destiny? What makes you get up and be passionate every day? Are you passionate about your life? Are you passionate about the things that you're doing? I got up this morning and I wanted to bake some things. Well, I was so passionate about getting on my computer and uploading this video to empower someone else that I said, you know what, I'm gonna bake those bagels later. I said, you know what, I'm gonna bake those strawberry breakfast rolls in the morning. It's test taking time. It's test taking time. What I mean by that is you have to ask yourself, would I want to switch places with you? When negativity comes your way and when others reflect their lifestyle habits, or their thoughts, or what they think you should do on you, are you able to say, okay, and then in your head, in your mental mindset, say, do I want to switch places with you? Are you really happy? What would I do if I had your life? When life challenges and obstacles occur during your day-to-day, think back to the Move On Empowerment series and the series videos that have followed. Let's discuss on my empowerment series videos. There's Move On Ambition. It's time to reset. Hope versus redemption. Medicated pain, and grit versus determination. Move On Ambition is talking about how to keep going when things happen. You're on a bus. Are you going to get off at the circus? Are you going to get off at the fair? Are you going to keep going, and are you going to go to Ambition Boulevard? Are you going to stay on the bus and put in another coin in that bus meter? And are you going to get off at Graduate University? Are you going to get off at motivational speaker? Are you going, where's your bus taking you? Where do you want to go? Because you might have a car that have unlimited rides on it, so you can keep going places. Or maybe you ran out of change to put inside of your bus coin slot. So you had to get off in the gutter. You had to get off in crab and a barrel mentality. You had to get off on Negative Avenue. It's time to reset. When we're talking about it's time to reset, I got off at my homegirl house because I ain't had no more money. I got off at my homegirl house, and she live over there in doing better than the Joneses, this neighborhood. So we was over there, and I used all my money to get over there to hang out with my homegirl today. And my homegirl over there drinking and stuff, and they smoking over there. And I know that I want to be better. I know who I am. I know I want to be better in life. And they was being funny because I've been working out lately and I lost some weight. And I don't even know who I am anymore. I'm gonna have to reevaluate and reassess myself and reset, because am I a weight loser, or am I a smoker and drinker that want to gain the weight back? Am I a person that think I'm better than everybody because I'm over here hanging out with better than the Joneses, but I ain't got no money to put in on a fucking liquor? So I'm really not better than them, but because I look nice, I'm dressed nice today because I want to look good, because I thought I had enough rides to get to College Avenue, but I didn't have enough rides to get there. So I had to stop over here. And now the Joneses is them, they all doing better, but they ain't doing that with themselves. They just stuck over here with all the nice things, but they picking on me because I look how I want to feel. So then you have to reset and you have to reevaluate your life. You have to reset and you have to say, do I know who I am? Who do I want to be? Refocus your energy. Look, y'all, I gotta go. Why you leaving? We didn't mean to hurt your feelings because we said you was too skinny. Girl, it's all right. You ain't got no money right now. You can still come over here. I gotta go. Bye. I gotta go. Even if you have to walk to your next destination, even if you have to stand on the curb while they leaving and saying, we thought you was gone, girl. Listen, I had to refocus my energy and realign my energy because I couldn't be over here with you putting people down. I couldn't be over here with you having something snide to say. You had a comment to say about other people, but you ain't even doing well yourself. You too busy focused on everybody else and what they got going on. You don't even know how to reset your bad negative energy to be a better human being. So then hope versus redemption. You have to have hope for your future because I see you stuck doing the same things that you've been doing, and you don't want to rip that band-aid off. You still in pain. You in pain, so you gotta hurt me because you in pain. You want to redeem yourself for the things you've done, but you ain't forgiving yourself yet. You want me to forgive you for something that you done said, or forgive you for not believing in me when you was pulling me down, when I was trying to move on and stay ambitious, when I was trying to keep going to those classes, when I was trying to keep going to the gym and I was hitting you up like, you coming to the gym work out with me today? You wanted to take away the passion that I had for motivational speaking because you wanted to see me doing good, but you don't want me to keep up with the Joneses. You don't want me to see, you don't want me to see the things that I could see and experience. You don't want me to overshadow you. Sometimes you have to be hopeful in knowing that it ain't what it looked like. The 24 hours that you got today, you can do whatever you want to do with your 24 hours today. The 24 hours that you have in a day, everybody get the same opportunity, the same chances in life. You make your own choices. When I get up in the morning, I make my own bed. Ain't nobody making my bed for me in the morning. I'm doing that. When I make the choice to get up and go to the gym, I made that choice. When I make a choice to go out here and sleep with a married man, I made that choice. When I make a choice to go out here and call hoes, well, if you a hoe, you a hoe. I made that choice. But then if I call a hoe, and the hoe have to sign my checks, then guess what? I have to be focused on redeeming myself. Or if I'm saying negative things to people, or I'm taking away their hope by pulling them down, I'm steady pulling you down because I want to see you win, just not without me. Take me with you. Take me along with you. If I'm one of those people that's faking through life and faking it to make it seem like I'm where I am, I'm just medicating my pain. I'm not healing. I'm not working on myself. So then medicated pain was our next empowerment series video, which is that you have to rip that band-aid off. You got to bleed. It got to hurt. It got to hurt. It has to hurt. If it don't hurt, it's not going to work. When I exercise, I'm hurting. I'm laying down. My muscles are throbbing. But at the same time, I'm passionate about my results because I want to help somebody else. I want to become better at motivating others, empowering others, and inspiring people. So therefore, one day there's somebody that says, you know what? I listened to this one series that Tanya uploaded, and I felt like she was speaking to me. I felt like I can do the same. Anything she can do, I can do better. I can do anything better than her. That's how you have to think. It ain't gonna offend me because I wrote that down for myself. Anything you can do, I can do better. I can do anything better than you. How's your self-confidence? Have you checked yourself lately? Did you check your self-confidence level? Did you check in the mirror to see if self was feeling all right? Did you make sure you put self as the first priority? Because when we medicate in our pain, I'm medicating my pain because you destroyed my confidence. I'm medicating my pain because you took away my passion for speaking to others to keep me in a negative mindset. I'm medicating my pain because I'm over here trying to keep up with the Joneses, and I'm giving all I got to keep up with somebody else who doing better than me, who ain't telling me that they over here studying for their next exam to become a phlebotomy technician. They not telling me that while we drinking in the daytime, they drinking because they staying up studying to take a test. They not telling me that when we in the gym and they talking about how we should go to the club this weekend, they're gonna go to the club this weekend, but they're gonna wear the same outfit they wore 2 times before, and then they just gonna change their accessories on their clothing. So I'm keeping up with my homegirl trying to look like her when she just wearing the same thing over and over. And she just putting on something different each time to make it look like she keeping up with the Joneses, but I'm out here spending all my money. So do you have that grit and that determination to say, that ain't what I want to do? That ain't how I want to live no more. I'm determined to prove to myself, I'm my biggest enemy. You're not my biggest enemy. I'm my biggest enemy. I'm determined to prove to myself that I got guts. I'm the GOAT. I have the go on and talk mentality. That's all you can do is talk about me because you ain't doing no better than me. All you can do is talk about me because you too busy focused on me instead of focused on you. Go on and talk. That's all you can do. What else can you do? Are you checking yourself and reevaluating your energy, your alignment with your purposes? What is your purpose? What are your goals? Did you list out your 3 goals? Did you list out your short-term goal, your medium goal, and your long-term goals? Because while you're focused on keeping up with the Joneses, or while you're focused on keeping Tanya so busy that she don't have time to get anything done but to work out and go to bed, when you're focused on that type of negativity, that's a negative behavior pattern. You're not who you really say you are because you don't even know who you are. So are you resilient enough to take initiative to prove to yourself that you're able to redeem yourself from anything that you need redeeming from? What do you need redemption from? I need redeeming from my negative talk. Sometimes I cuss too much because I'm focused on myself. I'm putting self as a first priority. I'm redeeming myself from thinking so negative. I forgot that, dang, I'm so passionate when I'm curious about how I'm impacting somebody else's life. I'm passionate when I'm working on a goal and somebody else is cheering me on. I don't need validation. I don't need their hand claps, but it makes me feel good when I go into my DM and I see it and I see a message saying, "Hey, sexy." Damn, I still got it. That make me feel good. When my girls hit me up like, "What is that?" Okay, and what they do? That make me feel good because somebody watching me, somebody looking to me. Somebody looking to me and they determined to get to where I am. But if I ain't who I say I am, and I'm pretending like it ain't hurting, and I'm medicating my pain behind closed doors, eventually it's gonna come to the light. So therefore, we have to be resilient and take initiative. And we also have to be able to have that tenacity. Do you have tenacity? You will be challenged to speak out of context and put your foot in your mouth. People doing things to hurt you, to stop you. I don't want to see you be your best self because when you're your best self, I can't get what I want out of you. But when you're broken and when you don't believe in yourself and when your light is so dark that I can screw in my energy and make you think like me, when I can control your mental cognition, oh, I got you then. I can keep you down as long as I want to. So you're going to get challenged. We spoke about life challenges, the obstacles, and we also talked about how those life challenges and obstacles are the building blocks for your success. Once you get past those life challenges, something else gonna come. It's gonna be obstacles. Trouble in my way, I had to cry sometimes. Trouble in my way, I had to fight through it. Well, guess what? When you get to them building blocks, somebody gonna come over and kick your blocks down. When you get to those building blocks, somebody gonna come over and say, "I'll huff, I'll puff, I'll blow your blocks over." When this happens, you have to have that tenacity and that determination to say, "I believe in myself. I'm the GOAT." Go on and talk. I dare you to knock my blocks down. Go on and talk. I dare you to blow my blocks over. You kicked my blocks last time. but I know what you want me to do. You challenging me. You're going to be challenged to speak out of context and to put your foot in your mouth. And it stops your blessings when you're on your way to success. So you always have to be mindful. You have to be mindful in knowing that I don't know who I'm talking to. I don't know who is looking up to me. I don't know who is determined to be like me. I don't know who I'm empowering. I might be empowering somebody who is $1 million CEO. This $1 million CEO is medicating their pain. But when they see me, when they see Tanya, I changed that for a second. I help them overcome. I might be empowering somebody who might have just woke up feeling like I'm gonna stay in the bed and eat ice cream all day because I went through my man's phone yesterday and I saw him texting other people and I can't get out here talking about what he's doing on the internet because of the fact that these women they're gonna know that my home is unhappy and unstable and they're gonna come in and take what I got. They're gonna take the roof off my head. It blows my mind how sometimes we're on our way to success. I got 5 companies. I didn't make no money off of 3 of my companies yesterday. So I'm irritated because I can't spend that bag like I used to. I can't spend that money like I used to. My family calling me asking me to go to church, but I'm irritated because I ain't even make no money. And they know I normally give them $500 to $1,000 when I go to church. I ain't got no money to even put in the collection plate, but they asking me to go, knowing that I'm complaining because I didn't make no money. So then, if I say, you know what, going to church, giving them people your money, just a devil. It's just a devil's work. You just blessing the devil's work. Guess what? It's put my foot in my mouth to block my blessings because I might need to go to church to get that word from somebody who can make me feel like they relate to me, who can make me feel like trouble don't last always. You hit a hard time. You hit a hard time. You failed. You failed yourself. You wasn't able to pick yourself back up because your light got so dark that you weren't able to shine bright. You wasn't able to know what to do or how to do it. You didn't know who to believe in. Your mind and your mental cognition was so off that now you lack the discipline to obey the thoughts that are in your mind to get you back to where you need to be. Because you're so busy trying to keep up with what your friends are saying and what your friends doing, and you're medicating your pain by getting on the internet, taking a picture with a smile on your face, making a caption, shop with me today. Business doing great. Go ahead and get your item in. You're medicating your pain because those likes make you feel good. You ain't made no money, but them likes make you feel good. You ain't got nothing to show for what you did when you failed and when you was talking junk about you giving all your money to the church. Them people ain't gonna do nothing for you. You don't have nothing to show for that but pain, but hurt, but negative thoughts towards something that ain't did nothing to you but been a building block for you to get to the success that you need to get to in life. Because sometimes even if you're not a worshiper of Christ, which you don't have to be to watch my empowerment series. We don't talk about religion on my empowerment series. I don't discuss that as one of the topics. The point I'm making is that you're going to be challenged to speak out of context when you're on your way to success. Whether it's speaking about your boss because someone says, we normally have a Christmas party every year. They didn't give out bonuses at the Christmas party this year. Man, them broke people can't afford to pay us our checks anyway. You're speaking out of context and you're negative. So then when word get back to your boss and those checks come out and you don't get one, it got back to me what you said at the party. I'm not giving you no check. You put your foot in your mouth and you block your blessings when you were on your way to success. Obedience versus discipline. When you've developed a sense of discipline, then you won't have to be in an obedient role. Most people get so high and mighty, they don't feel like they have to watch what they say, or they don't have to feel like they have to obey the laws and the order, or they feel like this don't apply to me. That's okay. This is the key to success, to remember that we're never too good to go back to the things that have taught us how to be obedient and disciplined. I gained weight. I cried. I forgot. I forgot to go back to the things that disciplined me to help me lose weight without hurting myself. Sticking my finger down my throat to get skinny, that hurts me. It hurts. Going outside to run some peanut butter jelly sandwiches off because I got 1 month to get fined before I go back to school. Because the girls hurt my feelings last year when they was asking me about how fat I was and how I blew up so big like that. I forgot that I ran to lose weight. But my secret was I medicated myself when people were saying that's too tight on you. You're showing off your figure. You must be having sex now wearing some tight like that. Where all them jeans come from? Where all that weight come from? How'd you get so thick? What you doing? When things like that happened to me, I was too young to understand that it's my body. It's gonna proportion how it needs to proportion. I don't know how I get big like this. I just like to eat food. I stuck my finger down my throat. It was my dirty little secret that I wasn't telling nobody that I stuck my finger down my throat. Because I want to feel good. Do you know who you are? Do you know who you are? No one said that it would be easy. No one said it's going to be easy to train your mind and set daily disciplines. Sometimes you're just not going to feel like doing it. Sometimes things going to happen and you're going to be so busy and you're going to say, I ain't got time for that. I'll do that tomorrow. It ain't going nowhere. That piece of paper gonna be right there tomorrow. You know, school always gonna be around people at school, girl. You know what? I don't even feel like doing my hair tomorrow because I ain't got nobody to see. I'll do it next week. I can put it off to next week. It ain't hurt nobody. No one said that the life challenges weren't going to stand in your way. The obstacles are serving as a building block to get you to success. You need those obstacles. When someone lacks obedience and discipline within themselves, then they destroy your self-confidence, they dim your light. When someone else that you're hanging around or spending your time with is negative and they're dimming your light and they're not bringing value or adding value or pouring into you, then they're only providing their source of energy into your light bulb. In order to break generational curses, you have to let go of yesterday's drama and mess. Why you still hung up on yesterday? I don't want to talk about the argument we had yesterday. I don't want to talk about the things that don't even matter today because we can't pick up yesterday and bring it into today. Yesterday is long gone. What I did 2 years ago in that drama I was in 2 years ago, it ain't happening right now. It's not going on right now because you have to have that mindset to say, no, this is not what I want to do. No, that's not who I want to be. No, that's not where I want to be. No, that's not what I'm going to do. Why are you still caught up on yesterday's mess? Why are you still hanging on to self-pity? I didn't meet my goal. I was supposed to stay up and meet a goal this morning. I didn't meet my goal this morning. I'm not hung up off of that. I'm behind today. It's okay. Because I know who I am. I got that go on and talk mentality. I'm the goat at this. Why are you doubting yourself and the things that you're capable of? Why are you letting Debbie Downer Avenue keep you going back to Debbie Downer Avenue? Why you keep going back to the things that ain't bringing any value into your life? Why do I keep buying this alcohol to drink to feel like it's going to make me feel good when tomorrow I'm not gonna be able to get up and go and get my exercise in because my stomach gonna be cramping and I'm gonna be on the toilet trying to get this alcohol out of my body? Why am I doubting the things that I can do? Why am I doubting myself? Because I didn't check with myself. I didn't check myself and say, you good, self? Good morning, I love you. How you feeling today? Good morning, self. You all right? We good? We good today? How you feeling? Do you know who you are? Have you ordered and have you developed that GOAT mentality? Go on and let them talk. Your perseverance is what's going to make you successful. When you persevere through life and you have persistence, you're able to tell yourself, I know who I am. What you want to reflect off on me, I can't let that happen. Because of the fact that when you're able to have that discipline and obedience in your life, I'm able to order my own thoughts, to train them to say, we ain't going there today, so we ain't thinking like that today. You cussed twice on this video. We're not cussing no more on this video today. Never let anyone dim your light. Avoid the negative impact of others' opinions, thoughts, and behavior patterns. Restart as many times as you need to. Then reassure yourself of your ambitions. Always remember that it's up to you to have the power within yourself to tell yourself that I matter, my goals matter, I'm aligned with my purpose. When you forget your purpose, reset, reevaluate where you are and where you want to be. Readjust your energy, refocus your time and your attention to things that bring value and add value to your life. Always remember that you are a source of light. The things that you do when no one is looking will catch up to you. The things and the people or person that you portray to be when no one is around you is going to be the factor that someone speaks of when you're not in the room. What do I want people to say about me when I'm not in the room? You know, I saw that empowerment video and she got good at it, but she's still cussing. I saw an empowerment video and she had an attitude and she was talking about her own self more than she was empowering me. I don't want to watch that. You know, I seen her at the store and I asked her, I said, ain't you that girl who be on YouTube? And she said, who you is? Please get out my way. When you reflect like that, you never know who you're speaking to, who you're interacting with. So you have to be mindful and you have to understand that who I am on and off the internet or who I am when I'm portraying who I am, I have to be this version of myself. I have to be this best version of myself because I'm getting on this bus every day. And when I get on this bus every day, I'm tapping my card. When I'm tapping my card, I get to choose where I get off on my bus. You can give me a ticket to go to the circus with you, but I don't have to show up. You can give me a ticket to go to your baby mama house, but I don't have to show up to that movie theater to watch that movie about them killing all them people. When you know who you are, then you're able to break generational curses. Thank you for watching my empowerment video. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, like this video, and share this video with others. I hope that you have a great day, and I look forward to speaking with you and empowering, inspiring, and motivating you soon.